Today, we're going to talk about the 150mm Deba from Mercer Culinary. Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. JP here. Today we're talking about the Mercer Culinary 150mm Deba. This is from their Asian line. They've actually got several knives that are similar to this. The unique thing about the Asian line from Mercer is that they come in a wood handle or a Santoprene option. So you've got a few options there. They're actually the high carbon German steel, so I believe they're an X50 CRMOV15 type steel. So they're a little bit softer, easier to sharpen, and they're not going to become as damaged as if you had something a little bit harder. So I think that's the right choice for these types of knives. As you notice, they're a single bevel style knife, but they actually have a micro bevel, and we're looking at, I believe, a 6-degree micro bevel on the bevel side, and then a 15-degree micro bevel on the single bevel side, and then you've got a 6-degree bevel on the flat side. These knives come in at around the $20 mark. So very inexpensive. If you've never used a single bevel knife or a Deba, these are definitely some great options to pursue. I have both. I have the Santoprene style handle where we have the Japanese kanji on the flat side, and then I've got the wooden handle, and it comes wrapped in this little plastic to protect it even more, where the kanji is on the bevel side. You know, one of the questions is like, what am I going to do with the Deba? As you saw in one of my previous videos, most traditionally, people use Debas to clean fish, but they're more like a cleaver. They're a Japanese style cleaver knife. It's a 3mm spine on both of them. These are 6-inch knives, they're 150mm. Before I get into that, let's talk a little bit about the knives in terms of the handle. The Santoprene style handle is a rubbery grip, very comfortable. This is NSF certified. I believe the wood handle has a little bit of a gap between, so it may not be. And I think the Santoprene handle, they're roughly around the same price. So if you're going to use this in a commercial kitchen, go with the Santoprene. If you like the traditional wood style handle, you can go with that. For me, I like the extra added weight from the Santoprene, so I go with the Santoprene in my option. The single bevel, one use that probably won't come to mind for most people or thinking about purchasing one of these, you're probably thinking only about cutting open fish or something like that, or seafood, is the ability to cut through some solid block cheese. It's super easy. So what I want you guys to consider is, even though it has a very traditional Japanese style look that we may not be accustomed to in our Western style kitchens or Western experiences, this is actually going to give you a lot of functionality in your kitchen because of the way that they are designed. So if you're trying to cut through cheeses for a gathering or something, or maybe for a recipe of some sort, this is an excellent style cleaver for any kitchen. We'll go ahead and get into some vegetables here. Now, the one thing with a single bevel, it's going to allow you to have that very sharp edge, and it's going to perform almost like any other knife. The one thing, or one major benefit that you'll get from using it, is if you were to go in to do slices towards yourself, you're going to have this angle on that bevel that's going to allow you to get very thin, very clean cuts into whatever it is that you're trying to cut into. For this demonstration, I'm just using some celery. And that's how you're supposed to use the bevel on this edge, and that's why it's a right-handed knife. A left-handed knife, you're gonna have the bevel on the opposite side, and you'll be doing the same thing with the left hand. But on a right-handed side, if you wanted to get some immaculate, very thin cuts on whatever food item it is, this is going to work in your advantage or favor. Just go ahead and get some more cuts in here. So you're getting some nice thin celery cuts, and then again you can just do your cuts as you normally would. Honestly, you know, this is an amazing knife for the price and what you're getting. Even though it's a 6-inch, it's not as intimidating as some of the larger cleavers that you may be considering purchasing. And as a Deba, I think this right here is a great pickup. All right, well, that has been the first look at the Japanese style Deba by Mercer Culinary. This is again in their Asian line. Again, they have the 2 style handles. We've got the Santoprene and the wood. I'll leave the links in the description below. But I'll tell you, if you've never tried a single bevel knife or even a Deba and you've been considering it, Mercer has a great offering with these, and they're going to be a great pickup for anybody who's even exploring, or if you've got a lot of experience and you just want to have a couple for your knife bag. I'd recommend picking them up. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.